Howdy, I'm Texas Tom, and I've got something to say. Not everybody's going to like what I have to say, but I have something to say. Now, I'm sure that you've noticed the influx of Californians pouring into Texas. And when it first started, I thought that after a couple of hot Texas summers, they'd just go back to where they belong. It doesn't seem to look that way. Now, don't get me wrong. A lot of them are nice people, but they're coming in like they own the place. The demand has caused home prices and property taxes to skyrocket. Austin's population tripled in 2 years. Lots of other places in Texas have grown almost that fast. That makes everything more expensive, and it ripples throughout Texas. Now, again, most of these people are nice folks. If they've lived next door, they're usually good neighbors. But the effect they have had as an instant demographic has been startling, to put it mildly. Now, I'm getting to a point here, so hear me out. I've noticed, and you may have too, that there's a bunch of these 20-something-year-old California folks living in those expensive, brand new high-rises and skyscrapers in downtown areas of our largest cities. Then, they're walking around all day in their expensive clothes like they have nowhere to go. They post about the latte that they're having at 1 p.m. after their morning jog. Don't they work? They're in their 20s. They have a condo downtown. It costs thousands a month, and they spend their time Ubering around to the cool places so they can post on social media about how cool they are. It's ridiculous. Don't they work? Well, I had to know more, so I went undercover to find out what was going on. That's right. I went undercover dressed as a typical Californian. Right? Now, what I did was, they've got this place down by the river where they like to drink, so I went down there and I had a pint in the afternoon. Right? Then I got a little brave. I found these security guards at the high-rise condo and talked my way up to the rooftop pool. Yep. And of course, I went down to the food hole, bought myself an orange. I stood outside, had to wait for a table to get open, but I sat down at a table. I ate that orange really slow, while looking around to make sure everybody knew I was there eating an orange. Typical California moves. At all of these places, I chatted with the folks, and I figured out what a lot of them are doing. And it came as quite a surprise. And I'll tell you what it is in just a minute. But first I want to tell you that I learned more about what they're doing. And I set out on a mission to find the ones who are best at it. Now, of course, I'm just kidding around about going undercover as a typical Californian. But I have actually found out what a lot of them are up to. And the great thing is, anyone can do it. You don't need any special skills. Now, I thought I knew how to run a business. Things have changed. And when I say I know how to run a business, it's not just my opinion. For almost 10 years, I've been business partners at Mental Toughness University with Steve Siebold. You may have seen him on Fox Business News with Stuart Varney multiple times. CBS, NBC, ABC, Good Morning America, Today Show, many more. Our Mental Toughness University teaches Fortune 500 companies how to raise their market share. And each company pays $1 million a year for 4 years for our course. These companies have benefited from our services. Now, I'm telling you this because I want you to know that I deal with the best and only associate myself with the best, in my opinion. So when I tell you what they're doing to live that lifestyle, and that I've searched for the best of the best, you'll know I'm not just blowing smoke up your... You know what I mean. These Californians have found a way to get more leads, more sales, and build relationships with their customers all on autopilot using a bot that utilizes artificial intelligence. Now stay with me, it gets better. This works for any business. Brick and mortar, internet business, it doesn't matter. It's super easy to use, no tech skills are needed, and if you don't own a business, stick around. You may want to after you see this. Now, let me first say that any bot can do the job of automation. All right? Some can do it much better than others. You can even learn to build your own bots. They say it's easy. Buy my course. It's not easy. You have to think about thousands of hours of trial and error and adjustments to get it to work the way you want. I was at a tire website the other day. I was using their AI chat to help me, and it couldn't help me, and it didn't refer me to someone who could. It just got kind of stuck in a loop, and it was real aggravating. The right bot makes all the difference. And I found experts that have been consulted and contracted by some of the largest AI companies in the world. They've created a bot that gets much better results than a human. They've made it very easy to use. It works for any business. It can easily be customized for different types of businesses. And now it's affordable for small businesses. Now, they've made huge elaborate bots for big companies. It costs hundreds of thousands of dollars. Now they have one that's affordable for a small business. It gets leads. It books appointments. It closes sales at a much higher rate than a human. It's a far superior bot. It can create emails and send them out, interact on social media to get more followers and leads, all without human interaction. It works on websites, phones, text, all of the largest social media apps and over 1,500 other platforms. Now, when it interacts with your customers, it knows how to use emotions to get results much better than a human. And like I said, it just knows what to type. This is their expertise coming through. And these results are almost impossible to achieve doing it yourself. Now, it's fun. It posts memes and laughs with them, and the lead gives them their email, their phone, their website, or whatever you ask it to do at a much higher rate than a person can. Now, listen to this. This dadgum thing can even stage a bidding war between multiple buyers to close a sale or book an appointment for you to close it, all without human interaction. Real estate agents love this. It gathers the lead, gets their offers, plays them off of each other, and sends you the results. You contact the best offer and sign the papers. And here's an example of superior results. If you look at this, the human sent out invitations for the webinar, and someone who really knows what they're doing. And the human got 8 participants. The chatbot got 131. It's because the chatbot is programmed to be more personable and more fun, and people love interacting with it. And you have to see it for yourself. How does it get these results? It's because the experts who make the bots have years of experience, thousands of hours of trial and error that go into AI to get it to work the way they want. They have created complex flows with calculated AI prompts. This is a flow chart. Wait, you don't have to know what any of that means to get more leads, more sales, and better customer service. Much better. You will want the bot to be the face of your company because of the results it produces. You can even give it a personality when it interacts with your customers. Let's say you own a barbecue place, right? You just type in the word cowboy into the bot, and all of the fun interactions with your customers will be an entertaining cowboy. If you have a surf shop, skate shop, type in surfer dude into the form, and your assistant is instant surfer dude with all the interactions with your customers. You have to see this for yourself. It's unbelievable, but it is the future, and we need to level up or we're going to get left behind. All right. You don't need to learn anything about AI or bots or any of that. These guys make their bots very easy to use. All right. And also, now that AI knows you're watching this, your feed's going to be flooded with courses to learn AI. You don't need any of them. When you see these ads for these courses, just know that AI has targeted you, and it can do the same with your ads. Now, if you want a new truck that operates at peak levels, do you buy a course on how to build one yourself? Or do you buy one from a company where experts build the trucks and have a proven record, right? You don't have to learn any skills. You don't have to understand how it works. Anyone can use it. Just fill in the info box. It works 24/7 with no salary, no health care, no vacation time, no sick days. It just produces incredible results. Basically, it's your marketing department, your sales department, your customer service, and much more. The face of your company. Now, I found one of these California fellas that's an AI expert. And like I mentioned earlier, he's been consulted and contracted by some of the largest AI companies in the world. He has a free webinar replay that shows you all of this and much more. And you can see how it interacts. You'll see how easy it is to grow a business faster with a hands-off approach, or even start a new business. He'll show you how. Then you can walk around town with your nice clothes on like you have no place to go if you want. Now, when you're watching the webinar replay, you're going to meet Matt, the CEO of Bot Builders. He's a great guy. He's absolutely the best at what he does. He's going to show you why Bot Builder bots are so much more effective. Yes, he is a long-haired, freaky California fellow, but he's super smart. He's a super nice guy. And hey, we must learn to coexist in this new world. So before you click away, save this post now so we don't lose each other. You may want to find your way back here and show this to someone else. Whether we like it or not, we need to be able to use AI correctly. If we don't keep up with the Californians, we're going to get run out of town. So click to watch the replay of the webinar before sundown. And I'll see you down that dusty road. Howdy.